Look at me in my little matching pajama set, drinking coffee, wearing a hat to hide my bedhead. This is adulthood. And I got a new webcam so I can film on it instead of my whack front-facing camera of my iPhone. Using a microphone, and I'm feeling powerful. All right, quick little catch up. In August, I moved from Oklahoma to LA to pursue an acting career. Are you writing this down, class? I want to see you taking notes. After 3 weeks in LA, my friend Diane said that she'd pay for half of my plane ticket if I came back to Korea. So I went for 3 months. While I was there, I did all kinds of fun stuff, but most of all, I spent the time with people I loved in a country that has a special place in my heart. As cheesy as that sounds, I don't care. That's the truth of the matter. I had a really amazing time. It was really nice to be back. Anyway, it's been 3 months and I'm back in LA. In a lot of ways, it feels like I just now finally actually moved to LA, you know what I mean? Now that I'm here with no travel plans in the immediate future that I know of, I have this sense of real settling in. I enrolled in my first LA acting class, which is super exciting. I actually just got my script for my Tuesday class. I'm gonna be in a casting director workshop over the weekend, which I'm really excited about. And trust, if I just wanted to do social media full time, I would be back in Oklahoma living in my parents' house and not paying these LA rent prices because goddamn. Anyway, I figured it's been a minute since I've posted because I've been zooming around. So I asked on my Instagram for you guys to send me some questions of stuff, to like catch up. I've been away for a long while. Can you make another drink? Sure. Let me go make another drink. All right, we've moved to the trusty old iPhone camera. Also, look, I'm like a real grown-up YouTuber now. I have like a freaking spaceship setup. Anyway, let's go make a drink. I'm gonna show you my new favorite drink. It's really good. Y'all mind if you sit right there? My new favorite drink is called a mudslide. 1 shot of vodka, 1 shot of Kahlua, which is a coffee-flavored liqueur, then almond milk Baileys. So Baileys is like this Irish cream, and they have a freaking almond milk version. I could never have Baileys because obviously I can't have milk because, And they have an almond milk version. So this is basically just like a latte, but cocktail form. Literally, it looks like a freaking latte. And then to take it to the next level, you put a little cocoa powder on top. Are you kidding? That's my favorite drink right now. Back to the questions. Thank you for the suggestion to make this lovely drink. Nikki Johnson said, please God, give us merch. Honestly, okay. I remember I showed a merch design that I just like randomly whipped up and I showed it on my live stream channel and I was like, what do you guys think about this? And then I just never released it. I don't know why. What if I just make it live right now? Why not, I guess I literally just could release it right now. Should I? I've never done merch like this. Whatever, fuck it. Why? Literally, why not? I'm gonna launch it. How much should I make it? Usually sweaters are like $45, so I'll do mine 30. You know what? Let's do $37.99. Literally, why not? I'm not gonna make very much money from each sweater, but who cares? This merch launch was not planned at all. So I guess if you're watching this right now, you have 48 hours from whenever I upload this to buy this sweater if you want it. Surprise, merch. But only for 48 hours, and then I'm gonna close the orders. Anyway, moving on. Your daily LA life. I feel like I know everything about Korean Levi and nothing about LA Levi. So far, LA Levi's life consists of putting on these jammies when I wake up and not getting out of them until I take a shower at nighttime. What's been on your mind lately? You know what? Lately, what's been on my mind is social media is so dry. I don't know about you guys, but like every time I open YouTube, I like scroll for a while and I don't care about anything. I don't want to watch anything. Did you go on dates while in Korea? Yes. A lot of people are asking about my New Year's resolution, so I hesitate to make specific New Year's resolutions every year because I am very goal-oriented anyway, so like throughout the year, I always make and check off my goals. It feels like too much pressure at the beginning of each year to make like a huge, list of goals. But for this year, some stuff I want to concentrate on are like really setting a foundation for an acting career, so like getting as good as I can at acting before I start start like, dipping my toes into the industry. I would love to have an agent and manager by the end of the year. That would be really cool. Start auditioning. Those are my acting goals. As far as YouTube, I hope I can take my YouTube in more of like a casual route. Like it always kind of stressed me out to be like a YouTuber. I hope to eventually just be like someone who people enjoy watching on YouTube, but not necessarily like a YouTuber. That probably makes sense to no one other than myself, but that is what it is. Favorite TikTok trend at the moment? Listen, I haven't had TikTok on my phone since last June. Do you know why? It rots my brain. It's so funny and I love TikTok, but when I have TikTok on my phone, I spend hours and hours and hours on my phone, and it's like I feel insane because I'll have moments where I'm scrolling and I become aware that I want to get off the app, and I can feel myself thinking those thoughts and still scrolling and not getting off it, and that is a terrifying feeling. Favorite film director? I love Ari Aster. I really, 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 really want to work with Ari Aster. I also would love to work with Denis Villeneuve. I don't know how to say his name. But anyway, I think he's amazing. I'm so excited for his new Dune movie. I actually am reading the Dune book right now. I started reading Dune because I was watching an interview with Denis Villeneuve. And I don't know how, but I didn't even realize Denis directed my favorite movie, Arrival. And now, ever since 3 days ago when I figured that out, I really want to work with him. How did you get your ass so fat? Favorite books of all time? Oh my god, the Mistborn trilogy. It's so good. Please read the Mistborn trilogy, please. By Brandon Sanderson, the first trilogy. There's a second trilogy, but don't worry about that one. Read the Mistborn trilogy. It's so good. Oh my god. Was it ever your plan to live in Korea permanently, and would you ever? No, it was never my plan to live in Korea permanently. So basically, the reason I moved to Korea was because one of my biggest life goals ever that I've had since I was like 16 or 17, I don't know, like one of my biggest life goals was to be trilingual by the time I'm 25. And I knew after college that I wanted to pursue acting. The obvious next step for that is to move to LA. And I knew that if I really like put my feet down and like started trying to build an acting career, I would never really have time again in my life to spend the amount of time that you need in another country to learn the language. So I was like, okay, well, it's either I move before I start pursuing acting, or basically I never live abroad long term ever again. And the reason I chose Korea is because I just think the Korean language is so cool. Like literally, I'm obsessed with the Korean language. It is one of the coolest languages ever. I loved the idea of living in a big city because being from Oklahoma, like big cities always interested me, fascinated me. So yeah, that's why I ended up in Seoul. But the plan was never to be there long term. Can you please do a backflip? Ready?